He's hit him! I don't believe it!
As Formula E prepares to crown its 2018-19 champion in New York City, let's take a look back at our previous nail-biting title deciders. Nelson Piquet Jr. began the final round of the inaugural Formula E season ahead in the championship, but behind on the road. 5 points clear of Sebastien Buemi, but starting the race 16th after a rain-affected qualifying session.
Oh, like he made a mistake, but now he has made a mistake. Piquet just keeps it out of the wall. Back-end gets away from him. Nelson Piquet Jr. will start the race, the final Formula E race of the season, from 16th on the grid.
I don't know what you want me to say. I mean, we have to do the job from where we're going to start, and I cannot control the weather, so we'll see what's going to happen.
He's up into 12th place from 16th on the grid. Rocket start from Nelson Piquet Jr. That's just what he would have wanted.
It was a race full of incidents.
Here comes Yamamoto into the back of Jarno Trulli. Oh, into the wall, Fabio Lima.
Not least for Sebastien Buemi.
Oh, and a spin! Buemi spins! The potential championship leader! Can he get back going again without hitting the wall? Yes, he can! But he's lost a couple of places now!
But Piquet was on fire, recovering 8 positions. It was enough to put him in a championship-winning position unless Buemi could squeeze past Bruno Senna on the final lap.
Looks to the inside! Again, they have a little bit of a touch! And again, Senna is driving the widest Formula E car you've ever seen! Oh, and it's all kicking off here! Senna holds on!
But Nelson Piquet Jr.'s destiny was sealed, and after a stunning drive, he became the first ever Formula E champion.
Have I won the championship?
By our calculations, you have, mate.
I don't know what to say. Oh my God, I cannot believe it.
Once again, the championship came down to the final race of the season, this time with Lucas di Grassi and Sebastien Buemi tied on points at the top.
Pole position! A 1 minute 22.033, a stunning lap!
On pure pace, their car is impossible to beat. Doesn't matter how much I try.
Buemi qualified on pole, di Grassi behind him on the grid in third. Then this happened.
Into the left-hander, he goes side by side. Oh, he hits him! I don't believe it! The 2 championship contenders out at turn 1, and that means di Grassi would win the championship on countback. Can you believe it's happened immediately?
What the he did?
But it's not over until it's over. Both drivers were able to continue, albeit out of the points. Buemi's only hope was to set the fastest lap, securing the 2 additional points he'd need to be champion. What followed was a fastest lap shootout for championship glory.
Buemi got it!
Buemi has taken quickest left.
There he comes, oh, he's locked up!
Ah, he's missed the corner.
Oh, just about got it in there. Across the line, it's 2 tenths slower.
Was the maximum I could do.
Sebastien Buemi is the FIA Formula E champion.
A tense, emotional finale to a thrilling season with Sebastien Buemi crowned the champion. Sebastien Buemi dominated the early races of the 2016-17 season, but a 2-race absence in New York City brought Lucas di Grassi within 10 points of the championship leader going into the doubleheader finale in Montreal. And then this happened.
And he's in the wall! Sebastien Buemi, championship leader, out of the second free practice session. That's a big one for Buemi, coming through the bus stop chicane.
Buemi's crash in practice put his team on the back foot, forcing them to rebuild the car with only a few hours until qualifying. Lucas di Grassi took full advantage.
We're about to get a 6-point swing in the championship. Is it 3 points for Buemi? Is it 3 points for di Grassi? Who will start the Montreal E-Prix on pole? It's di Grassi!
Yeah! P1, well done. P1, Lucas.
Buemi qualified second, but was demoted 10 places because of a required battery change after his accident. And things got even worse once the race started, as he had to contend with bent steering, a slow-moving Daniel Abt,
Allez!
Oh, and he's hit him!
Il vient de me rentrer dedans, il y a le flou Corsiello, espèce de apte!
and was eventually disqualified because his rebuilt car was underweight, all culminating in a war of words in the pit lane.
You went on the inside, you touched me, you broke my steering. You go crazy. Dirty, man, dirty.
Grassi won the race, taking an 18-point lead and won the title the following day as Buemi was hit with even more misfortune.
Oh, problems for Buemi! Buemi's got damaged on the rear of his car, and he's been given a black flag with an orange disc, which means you need to sort out the damage on your car. That's it. The title hunt is over for Buemi.
It seemed impossible at the halfway point of the season, but he made it happen. Further proof that nothing is certain in Formula E until every car has crossed the line. Jean-Eric Vergne entered the Season 4 doubleheader finale in New York City, 23 points ahead of title rival Sam Bird. A big advantage for Vergne until disaster struck in qualifying.
Bob, I can't even bring myself to say it.
Points leader and provisional pole sitter Jean-Eric Vergne has had all of his qualifying times cancelled by the stewards.
Due to a software glitch, both Chichitas had used more than the maximum allocated power and were dropped to the back of the grid. Bird also had a poor qualifying, starting only 14th, but that didn't mean that Vergne was going to take it easy.
Jean-Eric Vergne is now down in last place. Sam Bird is doing battle in there. Jean-Eric Vergne passed Stefan Sarazan, so another place gained for Jean-Eric Vergne. That is now 13th place. Rosenquist covers, not enough though.
God, look at the dust!
Vergne up the inside of Alex Lynn, and that is 11th place now for Jean-Eric Vergne. Up the inside of Sam Bird, and through. Up the inside, and he makes his way through.
Going past Lotterer.
Is that the move for the championship victory for Jean-Eric Vergne? So Bird's got to get past Prost to keep his title hopes alive.
Bird did his best to keep the championship alive.
Sam Bird up the inside of Nico Prost. Decisive move from the Englishman.
But there was nothing he could do to stop Jean-Eric Vergne from securing the Formula E championship with one race to spare.
Oh, God, it feels good.
And 1 year on, as we go into our Season 5 finale in New York City, Vergne has a 33-point lead. But with 58 points still up for grabs, can anyone stop the mercurial Frenchman? Or will he be the first double champion in Formula E?